Can we not count out someone because they're doing better than you or because they're the opposite gender of you? As y'all can tell from the title of the video, we're going to be reacting to Jim Cramer on Cathie Wood's latest stock picks because the comments on this video were hilarious and I cannot pass up the opportunity on what I found to be blatant hate. So be sure to like this video so more people like you can see it, and be sure to subscribe to Bullish for more content like this and for money drama episodes. But before we begin, hit me!
Cathie Wood's ARK, I saw on Twitter this morning. You asked, what stock is she going to save today?
Well, I like to take it's kind of, I mean, it's a little bit of a poll. It's a little bit of a parlor game. She's buying, she's the best there is, got to say that. She's buying every stock that should be crushed by the interest rate move. I mean, these are classic long dated assets that she's buying, and that's what you're supposed to be selling. But the idea of ganging up on Cathie Wood, this is not, David, when you gang up on Cathie Wood, you're not ganging up on Melvin Capital. I just want you to know that.
Well, no shit. Melvin Capital lost 50% of their equity on a GME short. Auntie Cathie would have never executed such a trade. The words Cathie Woods and Melvin Capital should never be in the same damn sentence.
Well, important point here, and you're right. There's no leverage.
No leverage.
ETF's not levered.
Right.
So now, she did have a lot of outflows yesterday, though, Jim.
Well, what can I say, David?
I mean, by the way, a number that's so big, it's probably larger than her entire fund was only a handful of years ago.
Oh, snap. I take it Cramer or David haven't heard of Biggie. More money, more problems. It's a true thing. But that doesn't mean she can't overcome it. Can we not count out someone because they're doing better than you or because they're the opposite gender of you?
But, David, she stopped Tesla right in its tracks.
You damn right Auntie Cathie bought the dippity dip. If y'all had the money Auntie Cathie had, or anyone would, they would be tempted to stop Tesla on a decline. And Cramer, are we just going to forget what you said about Tesla? And are we going to just forget what Tesla stock was at a year or two ago? You better believe people that were putting money in it were getting laughed at, but I guarantee you they got the last laugh now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, today it's Cathie Wood, it's David Portnoy, it's Vlad. It's pretty much everybody who matters.
Look, just because nobody is talking about y'all doesn't mean y'all can hate. Comparison is the biggest thief of joy. You can't hate on a woman that is managing billions of dollars.
It's kind of the new world, isn't it?
Tiger Woods.
Oh, come on, man. By the way, well wishes and prayers to Tiger for a speedy recovery from his accident.
When I look at this, I mean, look, she sells the spunk every day. Everyone who wants to understand what Cathie Wood does, she puts out, it's 6:51 yesterday, when she puts out what she did. And there was a time, David, you know this, when there were people who would say, all right, she's got big outflows. Let's go against Unity Software. Let's break Cathie Wood. But you can't because she's not levered.
Right.
So instead, you just see outflows and you say, okay, which one is she going to stop? Is she going to stop Square today? Square did not have a great conference call, and they're all Bitcoin. So maybe...
I mean, yeah, when you have the richest man, if not the second richest man, buying $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin from his company, it's a no-brainer if you're the founder of a huge company. You should be looking at Bitcoin if the biggest and richest man is doing it, okay? Look, whether you're with the crypto wave or not, you have to acknowledge the presence of crypto because as far as I can see, it is here to stay.
She stops the decline in Square. This has become the ultimate parlor game, Carl. We look at these things instead of investing, instead of trying to figure out what the right thing to do is. Do you buy J&J? We are looking and saying, you know what? Holy cow, she is making a statement right now with Aero Environment selling it again. How did this happen? How did this person become what we do for a living? Honestly, Carl, I don't know.
That is.
Well, obviously, because her investments are paying off, and obviously people that are into her ETFs are also doing well, okay? What are y'all managing in comparison to her? Don't hate, appreciate.
Remarkable. She's been coming on for years, but her influence has grown, as you said, more recently. Jim, I know you were watching this report out of CFRA talking about ripple effects potentially out of ARK, but they say we think they can manage their cash flow and use the liquidity of some of its large cap positions to mitigate any impact from those flows.
Memo to Cathie Wood, close your fund. Close it. Listen to what the late Jack Bogle...
Come on now, man. Close your fund? Why would she close something that is at or above $29 billion? What sense does that make?
Who would say, close it. Concentrate on performance, not on trying to deploy capital. It's okay. It's no sin. It's what the great ones do. Peter Lynch did it. I mean, you just close it. You don't just sit here and just keep taking in money and taking a look at what stock's down a lot and saying, you know what, I'm doing a cold shot. That's it, Tesla 620. I'm done.
Wait, hold up. Wait a goddamn minute. Last time I checked, when you invest in what you believe in. And look, if it's made you money in the past, why not give it a chance to make you some money in the future? Especially with Tesla being the first breakout electric car company.
Tesla goes higher. That's the kind of hubris. No, David, help me here.
What?
Look, listen. If I went from hundreds to thousands to hundreds of thousands to millions to finally to billions, I would be pretty hubris and self-confident myself. As my granny used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And even though Tesla's taking a beating, it doesn't mean it's broke or going out of business.
What do you want me to tell you?
I don't know.
I mean, listen, I think back to 25 years ago when we knew nothing about what any fund manager was. Forget 25 years ago. We knew nothing about anything back then, and it was impossible to get a hold of information other than to pick up your actual phone. I think they had push buttons. It wasn't rotary, but, you know, you'd pick up your phone and try and find things out. Now we actually get sent at the end of the day or in the morning every single trade that she made. It's amazing. Some of the transparency is helpful. It's interesting. And, you know, this is, as you say, something we go through. Remember, it's not just one fund. It's ARKF, it's ARKG, it's ARKK that she's buying and or selling for.
Okay, now, logically, if she's managing all these funds and she's buying and selling assets, do you think she wants to lose money? I'll answer that for you. No.
I keep seeing every morning now, the second morning in a row, Discovery is, is right at the top there.
But she was selling
which,
Square,
of course,
David.
Has been an incredible momentum stock suddenly over the last 8 weeks.
But can we look at these stocks and just say that if you want to look at a list of stocks that you don't buy when the 10-year rates are rising?
Okay, it is true when interest rates rise, consumers and businesses cut back on spending, which will cause earnings and stock prices to drop. But if there's one thing that I learned about disruption companies and stocks, you don't bet against them. They're constantly innovating in this rapidly changing world. And that's why we know of them in the first place, because they provided change.
Yeah. You say, I don't want to own long-dated assets. I want to own John Deere. I don't even want lumber. And these are the kinds of stocks that should go down. But the people who are following her don't understand. Many do not understand the intricacies between long-dated assets and the rise in interest rates. So this could be one of the situations where the whole portfolio could fall because of interest rates. And Carl, that's no sin. It's just that when you keep taking money in and you keep deploying, I find sometimes that what you're really doing is trying to keep up with your own inflows over the transom instead of trying to figure out performance and what's the right stock. And that's where I think she is right now.
And I think Cramer, at this point, after saying this, he's at a point of disbelief of that she has so much success, she can't even get more success. But I'm willing to bet that Tesla will consider splitting again, and Cathie's investments will give her even more success, since this whole EV wave is just getting started.
I know I'm going to take a lot of heat for that, and I really love that, because I am, in the end, Jimmy Chill.
That's Jimmy Chill, and I'm Will here with Bullish. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and no matter whose side that you're on, please be sure to let me know in the comments below, and subscribe for more Bullish content like this. Y'all already know I'm looking forward to seeing y'all in the next Money Drama. I wasn't even expecting that.